Alrighty, we're so happy you guys were able to make it to this wonderful workshop, Building Champions on our campus. So I'm gonna introduce our Alpha Gamma Theta chapter from San Jacinto College South Campus. And I'm gonna start with our wonderful advisor, Elizabeth McKinley. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Elizabeth McKinley. I am one of the advisors. The other one's logging in right now of the Alpha Gamma Zeta chapter. Welcome to our webinar.
Yes, and my name is Sarika Hakimova. You guys know me as Sadi, and I'm a chapter president. Yield the floor to Ashley.
My name is Ashley Winslow. I am the Vice President of Scholarship at Alpha Gamma Zeta, and I'm also the District 4 Regional Officer representative for our chapter.
Awesome. Is Rita here? While she's logging in, I just saw that Ms. Nikopoulos logged in for another wonderful advisor. Can you unmute yourself, Ms. Nikopoulos?
Hi, everyone. Sorry, I'm currently on my phone, and I will be switching to my computer in just a second.
Okay, perfect.
Hope you're doing well today.
Paula is here. Paula, you there?
Yes, I'm here. My name is Olamide, but people call me Ola, and I am the Public Relations Officer. I'm one of two public relations officers in the chapter.
Awesome. I'm going to yield the floor to Alpha Omicron chapter.
Hi there from Tyler, Texas. Just want to mention really quick, there's a message in the chat. How do we get the Zoom link for non-Facebook users? I see a meeting code coming up in the chat.
Yeah, but Facebook is public. You don't need a Facebook account. You can go to just facebook.com/the Texas region, and it's just like a website. It's the same thing. You can
I can also just upload the link because I just did it to Mr. Kopos in the chat, and you can send it to them.
You can. We just try to direct everybody to our official channel so they know where to get information.
I'm sorry. All right.
Perfect. Thank you for checking in. All right. I see Jacob out there. Jacob, why don't you introduce yourself, and Deshana jump in after Jacob if you're there.
Hello, my name is Jacob Griffith, and I am the VP of Leadership for the Alpha Omicron chapter.
Hello, everyone. I am Deshana Jernigan, and I am the chapter president for the Alpha Omicron chapter.
All right, we've got a couple of others that are having some difficulties with the computer, so we'll yield the floor back to Alpha Gamma Zeta.
Thank you very much. I just saw Rita jumped in, so before we move on to our icebreaker, let's just hear from her.
Rita. Oh, hi everyone. It's so nice to meet you all. Thank you so much for making the time to come today. I'm Rita Siddiqui, and I'm the Vice President of Service for Alpha Gamma Zeta.
Perfect. Let's get started. We're going to start with an icebreaker, and this requires you to move. So hopefully you haven't been. Yeah, okay. We're going to have 10 minutes for 10 tasks. So what we are going to do is I'm going to stop sharing, but let me explain a little bit about the rules. I'm going to read you a task, for example, like show me your favorite teddy bear or something like that. It's not this, I promise. But then you're going to have to show your camera and bring that item to the Zoom. If that object is, you cannot move it, just take a picture and upload it to the chat, and that's going to also count. And Alpha Omicron chapter was generous enough that the winner is going to get the PTK shirt. So please try to, there are only 10 tasks, so try to participate in all of them. You're gonna have 30 seconds for each task, and then I'm gonna pick one person to unmute and just talk about that item and why they think it fits the task. So let me stop sharing real quick, and I need to see faces because you don't count if you cannot show me the camera or the item itself.
If you are driving, don't participate. Drive.
Yeah, for sure. And even all the presenters can participate as well. So yeah, just let's have fun. The first one is show your favorite mug. Okay.
I have one here.
Oh, wow.
This is my favorite mug right here.
Oh, yeah, Jessica, that was fun.
That's the favorite mug.
I like that. That was cute. That was very very creative.
Okay. Wow, you still have like 10 seconds? You guys are fast. Okay, one last 5. Anybody? Okay, cool. Let me pick somebody. Okay, Dr. Hargis, go and explain why it's not your favorite month.
Didn't have to move. I'm beautiful. And look, my glasses match my outfit. I'm in. We're good.
Okay.
That's mugshots.
I love that. I love that, Miss Delicate. It's so beautiful. The color and then what it says.
Oh, it is not rocket science. Oh wait, yes it is. It's by NASA mug. I love space.
Okay, our second one. You guys are so, I gotta pay attention to the screen. Okay, the second one is show an item that reminds you of your childhood. 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, 10 more seconds. I love how fast you guys are. We're gonna go with Stephanie. Share why that one is reminds you of your childhood.
Because it's a Mario character, and I really played a lot of Mario on the SNES.
Oh, that's cute. Brandy. Why does a Scotch tape remind you of your childhood?
We moved a lot when I was little, so we were always packing up some boxes.
That's cute. Ashley, I see you still holding it.
Yes, this is a magnet from Kansas, and that is where I was born and grew up.
Okay. One last person, Deshauna.
Well, I remember when I was little, my aunt and her kids used to have all these charm bracelets and stuff. I'm like, I want a charm, I want a charm, I want a charm. So finally, when I turned I think I was 14, 15, I got a charm. So yeah, then I've just been building on it ever since. And you just remind me of when I just won a charm bracelet when I was little.
How many do you have right now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 right now.
That's pretty impressive. Okay, the third one. Find something smaller than your fingernail.
You can't even see mine, it's so small, but I promise.
You guys have 10 more seconds. Oh, wow. Tiny little things.
Looks like we all have a flea circus.
Yeah, right? Let's ask Anna.
So mine is an earring backing.
Ah, okay. That's smart. Nadia, hey, how are you doing?
I dropped it.
Can
I had the backing of an earring too, so great.
Ah, great catch. Tiffany.
This is a really small tag that we use to put on our animals' collars or gear so that we know who it belongs to.
Okay, Rita.
Mine's also an earring backing.
Wow, that was pretty smart. Okay, one last is Jacob. Did you show that or did I? Okay, you did not. That's okay. We're gonna move on to bring the softest thing you own.
The what?
The softest thing you own.
Can I bring my children? Because they're pretty. No, I'm joking.
We can't see it though. Oh wow, okay, lots of the pillow, that's so cute. Blanket.
That is a very adorable animal, Miss Delk.
I love Dania's too.
I love the bear. The bear with the pink nose gets it.
Mr. Copeland, is that what we got you for your birthday?
Yes. Share us a little bit about that, Mr. Copeland.
You're on mute.
We cannot hear you.
I'll talk for her because for her birthday, she loves dogs, and so we gave her that stuffed animal for her one of her birthday presents. We did a video for her video with alumni and everybody else. Is really cool, and we gave her that because she loves dogs.
Okay, one person is Stephanie. Then we're gonna move on.
This is Gray. She's one of my 6 cats. She's my
Yeah.
We have a
cuddly
live
one.
cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that and I was like, that is too cute. Okay, the next one is, well, change your Zoom background to your favorite color.
I'm on my phone. I can't change my Zoom background.
Too bad. I know people.
Ola, I sent the code. The meeting code is in the chat, Ola. If you can type that into your computer, if you wanted to join on your computer.
Okay, I'll look for it.
You should be on the group too, Ola. You have 5 seconds. Okay, time is up. I don't see any changed back. Oh, Miss Delk.
You can tell because it's doing really weird things. This is my NASA background, so, and I don't ever get to use them because it does weird things to my hair. Not as bad as this.
Yeah.
There's a good one. Yeah, we did this beforehand, so y'all can appreciate why I don't use background.
Brandy.
My favorite color is vacation.
Oh.
That's it. That's it.
I love blue too. Oh, Stephanie finally changed hers to red.
I was unprepared for this.
Okay. That's smart. And Rita, I'm
Look
gonna
at Elizabeth. Miss McKinley's is all hearts.
Miss McKinley's, is it red? I mean, is it supposed to be red or is it
Oh,
red?
it's just hearts. I love pink and hearts, and I mean, I live without boys, so I had to have some pink in my life. So yeah.
Danya, I'm gonna assume it's also, so many people love blue too. I love dark and light blue. It's relaxing.
Yeah, blue and Dolly Parton, they're my favorite.
Nice combination. Okay, bring an item that's older than you are.
That's hard, people.
That is very hard to do. I bought everything in my house.
I can find it.
Oh no.
Yes, if you can find some dirt, Dr. Hargis, that would work.
I did have an ancient stapler. But I don't think it's in here.
Okay, 1, 2. Okay, time is up.
Can I bring my mom? Because she's right there.
Oh my God. Anna.
This was a painting that my grandma painted long before I was born.
It's beautiful. I love it. Dania? I'm seeing a book.
Definitely Walden from Henry David Thoreau. I have 6 of them. I collect Walden books, so I have a lot of them. They're old.
That's cool. Jacob, I don't understand what it is, but share us. Oh, is it a tiger? You're muted.
Okay, so it's a tiger, and my grandma had a lot of animal things in her house, and when she passed, they kind of got distributed. So it's one of the ones I got.
I love that one. Yeah.
You cut out. I'm guessing you said me.
Yes.
This was my grandmother's bowl. This bowl gets stolen between my mother and I, and it has since I was 18. I'm 38, almost 38 now. So it goes back and forth. As one of us finds it in the house, it gets stolen back to the other house.
That's a cool story. Okay, we're gonna move on. Bring one item that you would like to take to the moon. 30 seconds.
Again, can I bring my children? Because they're right here.
Yeah.
Would you like to take to the what?
Dr. Hargis is showing, oh, your son is so cute. Oh.
He's trying to escape.
Oh, okay.
But we can leave them there, right? I mean, that's.
Oh, you're gonna take him and leave them there? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Time's up. Miss Delk, you're showing a picture. Oh, your whole family.
These are my 7 grandkids.
Oh, wow.
6 sons, 6 grandsons, 1 granddaughter.
Brandy, you think phone is gonna work there?
Miss Delk, you're not bringing Tracy?
That's
He's
why I
in
want
there.
to bring it. I want
He's the long-haired fuzzy Santa up
Okay,
there at the
I just
top.
didn't see him. Okay, all right. You didn't mention him, so I didn't know.
Deshauna, is it a gum?
Yeah, see, listen, when I it was recently. I was like, I wonder, like, if we could, take our helmets off or whatever in space. Like, what would it do if I could like blow a bubble, blow a gum bubble? And I mean, it was a very interesting conversation. But yeah,
We gotta check. Maybe YouTube has that. They have all the astronauts drinking water, washing their hair. Maybe they have that too. Okay, moving on. Show an item that you are proud of. There are 2 more left.
Again, can I show my children?
Yes, you can. Ah, I see a tiara. Is that 5 or is that V? Randy?
That's District 5.
You don't recognize that? Isn't that like, what did y'all make that for? It was something.
Competitive edge.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, I recognize that. I don't remember exactly what it was for, but it was some award.
Teresa made this for how magical we are for our competitive edge.
Yeah, you guys got first place. That's awesome. Tiffany.
Hi everyone, I'm just joining. What are we doing?
Oh, we're playing a scavenger hunt. I'm going to give you a task and you have to find an item within 30 seconds. But you're driving, so focus on driving.
I'm actually on campus. I'm just sitting in the car.
Oh, okay. Okay, we're going to ask Tiffany and Danny and we're going to move on.
First belt buckle I ever won.
Oh. That's
cool.
And mine is my first degree I ever got, my business administration degree.
Oh,
it took me 13 years to get it. So
wow.
Going part-time, yeah.
You should be proud of yourself for sure for that. Next one is show an item that describes your personality.
That describes personality?
Yes, that describes your. Oh, Miss Tillich, that's so cute.
Why am I not surprised at Teresa's? So cute.
Oh, her dog. Daniel, car. And Stephanie's a tiara.
I was gonna put it away, and then you said your personality. I have my very princessy moments. Like right now, my office chair is leaning left, just in the slightest, enough for me to need to replace it.
Okay. Our last one is find an item that you would give to your teacher's birthday.
Guessing we're not allowed to bring alcohol, right?
I mean, only if you want to get an A. I'm just saying.
Ooh, plant. Anna and Danya, they both picked plants.
Like you, Anna.
I like group therapy, Miss Delk.
Yes, group therapy. Oh, that is so cute. Ashley, you want to give a phone?
Yeah, no, it's a picture. I'm taking a picture of Miss McKinley. It's actually an inside joke because I would never do that, and unless I want to get sued. So, but some of our members have never seen our advisor, so they would
Okay,
love it.
Stephanie has some kind of bowl.
Okay, I'm probably showing my age here, but it's a magic 8-ball.
I was gonna say it's the 8
I had
ball.
one of those. I had one, Stephanie.
That would be something from your childhood. That would be my childhood. So that would.
No, I think it's I think the answers of the 8-ball are just as frustrating as being a teacher sometimes. It'd be ironic gift. Maybe.
Alrighty, that ends our icebreaker. Hope you guys had fun. And it was a little more than 10 minutes, but we moved. I mean, you guys did, I didn't, but so we're gonna continue with our PowerPoint. Can you guys see when I move to the next slide?
Yes, it's working perfectly.
Okay, that's awesome. So this workshop will help you gain support for Phi Theta Kappa chapter across your campus, and we'll share ideas and tips on how to build champions through these 5 areas.
Engage faculty, acknowledge administration, create videos to promote Phi Theta Kappa for student organizations, host EDGE lock-ins, and even use the college project to engage your entire campus.
All right, thank you. But let's start by introducing our chapter and our campus. So we are Alpha Gamma Zeta, and we're located at San Jacinto College South Campus. San Jacinto College is a public community college in Houston, Texas. We've been named by the Aspen Institute as a top 10 community college in the nation. With a total of 5 campuses, our student population is nearly 32,000. And the Alpha Gamma Zeta chapter, though, it was founded in 1977. For the last 2 years, we've been in top 10 Texas chapters, and we've been 5 chapter for a long time. But we're gonna, okay.
Where'd TJC go?
It's doing the same thing. Give me 1 second.
Well, while we're talking, Tyler Junior College is located in Tyler, Texas. We're behind the pine curtain. Presently, everybody is sneezing and coughing, and it's not COVID. It's a lovely yellow pine pollen. We are a smaller campus. We have about 12,000 students. We have a main campus and 2 satellites. All of the Phi Theta Kappa activities are confined to our main campus. Tyler Junior College began in 1926, and our Phi Theta Kappa chapter, there we go, was chartered in 1930. We're the 10th oldest continuously active chapter in the nation. In 2020, we were #1 in Texas and 6th in the nation. So we are a smaller chapter. And so what's nice about this workshop is you're going to hear things from the large chapters and a smaller chapter, and they'll work for any chapter that's out there. So we're glad to be joining you today. Thank you.
All righty. Let's move on. We're going to talk about engaging faculty. So the faculty on your campus can play a huge role in recruitment of your new members, and each chapter is going to share a couple of tips and our experience on what we do to engage faculty. So the first one is Alpha Gamma Zeta. We love our faculty, and to show our appreciation, we hosted a couple of events, and one of them was we hosted a coffee and snacks when they could just come in, and then during the lunch break or for like hour and a half, they could just grab the coffee or snacks as much as they want. And we talked to them about what we did that year, what our chapter did. But I've been with PTK for like close to 3 years. And the first question in our inductions, we asked students, who is the faculty who had the most favorable impact on you? And then we asked them to give the reasoning. So they give us a name and they give us their why, and then we send an email to that faculty telling them, okay, these are the students who think, who wanted to give a shout out to you. Then they invite them to our inductions. And for the last 2 years, we have so many faculty members. And even if they cannot attend, they still appreciate that. And I feel, it helps you to create that bond. And this year, when we had hosted the virtual induction, we had actually 3 faculty who stayed throughout the whole 2.5 hours. And they were like, well, that was a great engagement. I just sat there in my home and, after a stressful day, it was a fun activity to be. But another thing that our chapter does is every time we host an event, we create a flyer, and then we post on our social media, obviously. But the people that you're trying to reach out to, or your eligible members, may not be in your social media, and they may not come to orientation just because you send an email. Like, how many of us thought PTK was a scam when we first received an email, right? So what we do is we ask them to promote PTK through Blackboard or through their emails, and we attach our flyers. And that way, when we have an event, they just send it. They say, hey, if you're interested, join this event, and some of the professors even offer extra credits for their participation. They say, if you're gonna go to this event, I'm gonna give you, I don't know, like it's gonna be 1% of your grade or something, of your participation grade or something like that. And last year, doing this, a couple of our events, we had over 90 participants because some professors offered an extra credit. So, but again, we're gonna, if anybody wants to talk about that from our chapter.
Well, we also nominate them for awards at the luncheon. We have awards for them, and students will write about what they want, and the faculty members actually compete to say, oh, why didn't I get nominated this year? And they actually make it a fun thing because it helps promote what Phi Theta Kappa is and awareness of it, and they love the food. Absolutely love the food. It's only about, anybody can do that because ours is about $200 maybe that'll be spent for a budget for the food, and it doesn't have to be that much. It could just be a cake or candy or cookies or whatever it is. It's just they want the appreciation. It's really fun.
All right, Alpha Omicron was able to recognize their faculty during COVID, and our chapter president, Deshauna, is going to be sharing a little bit about that. But it was harder when not everybody was on campus. But we were able to actually do that for free. And Deshauna, are you with us so you can share about our faculty recognition this fall?
Yes, ma'am. So during the unfortunate pandemic that occurred in this past semester, we took a COVID safe approach, and we actually, one of our chapter members worked for Waiter, and we were able to link with that food delivery business, and they donated us individually wrapped cookies, which were then delivered to our chapter members, professors or faculty and staff who might have impacted their life, or just someone they just wanted to feel like they should be appreciated for the work that they've done for us on campus. So yes, during one of our meetings, we had the cookies and we wrote nice messages to our faculty and staff, and then we had our chapter members deliver it to whoever they wrote their message to, just to thank them for their hard work. I know I delivered my my messages and cookies to my honors advisors, and they were extremely happy and appreciative of the kind words and for the sweet treats. Though one of them was on a diet at the moment, but he was still appreciative that, you know, I was thinking about him because he has done so much for me.
This is important for all the chapters that are out there. You can put posters up and you can put stuff up on Facebook, and you'll catch some people in email and text and what have you. But if you have a professor that says, hey, Phi Theta Kappa is hosting this event, I'm going to give you 5 points extra credit on the test. If the faculty members talk it up in the classroom or on their Zoom meetings, that's where every student has to be, is connecting with a faculty member. And that's where you're going to see engagement on your campus. Engage the faculty and you're going to engage students. One of the things that we were able to do this year, and this is available for every Phi Theta Kappa chapter, all 93 chapters in Texas, in December, you can recognize your board of trustees, your college administrators, your presidents, your retiring presidents with Hallmark Awards. And Dr. Juan Mejia became our president just in time to join in the pandemic, bless his heart. And he really has been a champion for Phi Theta Kappa. He has made sure we were the only organization last fall that was able to do service work on our campus. They closed all outside community service to avoid transmission of the virus. And we were able to work through safe ways of being able to engage with the campus and community through his efforts. We nominated him for the Paragon Award. He received that, and we were able to go at a board meeting and present or talk about the Paragon. But I also had students, we were able to talk about Phi Theta Kappa. So where board members might have done the smile and wave, we know sort of what Phi Theta Kappa is, you know. They actually really heard good details. Dr. Mejia was quite pleased. He is also an honorary member of our chapter and wears his stole at every graduation. In fact, when he does Zooms with our chapter, he'll make a point to set the Zoom camera up so you can see his certificate and his stole in a really nice case, because presidents have that kind of money. But he has that in the background, and he is very proud of his pin and his stole and wears them frequently.
We do a very similar thing. We always nominate. We have a couple of Shirley B. Gordon Awards for our chancellor, because we're a larger organization. So we have chancellors and we have associate chancellors and we have college presidents, a lot of administrators. So we can have a lot to choose from. But they always wear their medals when they present. We've also inducted them into our chapter at our induction ceremony, giving them a certificate, and they say the pledge with the students. And this year, our new college president, because we had a new college president also come during the middle of COVID. His birthday was in March of this year. He's not a Texan, and so we had on his birthday a Texas flag flown over the Texas Capitol building. We're going to give it to him in front of the board and make him an honorary Texan. So the more you can do to engage your administrators and they see you doing things for them, the better. And it's a really nice thing. And that's actually, we got that from the Texas region because they did that before, and they get a certificate saying that they're honorary Texans. So anything you can do to get the administrators on board and recognized, they love. And the more you recognize them, the more they help your chapter. It's just kind of a give and take.
Yeah, and this year we received a big help from our associate vice chancellor, who helped us connect to the marketing, because we had a couple of workshops and big events happening, but we couldn't reach out to the top people or get the process faster. So she was a big bridge between our administrators and our chapter and help us get going and finish the projects on time. So we nominated them as well. So it doesn't really have to be only president or provost. It can be any different administrators also as you want. All right. Creating videos for promotions. Rita, you're there?
Yes, so we know it can be difficult for some chapters to promote themselves to eligible students. And as Sadi touched upon earlier, many of our members, including myself, thought that PTK was a scam when we first started receiving emails. And I waited a whole semester to accept my membership, which I definitely regret. And the turning point was when one of my professors spoke about how active and impactful the chapter at our campus is. So by creating a promotional video and partnering with your college's marketing department, you can ensure that as many students as possible will realize how amazing and legitimate your PTK chapter is. So for example, last fall, our chapter reached out to our alumni and we made sure that we had a diverse set. So we had alumni, with different backgrounds and degrees. And each officer virtually interviewed one or two alumni one-on-one via Zoom, and our marketing department spliced our individual interviews together into one special video. We really loved how this video turned out because the alumni spoke about the resources and support they found from PTK, and they not only shared their successes, but also their setbacks and how they overcame them. And this will help students relate to them and hopefully also encourage them to join PTK. And so I believe we also have our video to share with you guys so you guys can have an idea of how ours turned out.
Sure, let me stop. Ms. McKinley, do you have that ready? Ms. McKinley, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry, I had to unmute myself. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm
all right, so I'm going to show you the video. This is just a portion of the video because the video is 12 minutes long. We don't want to show the whole 12-minute video, but we were able to use our alumni, but also reached out, as you'll see one in a second, that, hold on, I got to share my screen. I got to make share my computer sound. All right, let me do this. The person that you see Sadi interviewing is not one of ours. She's one of Grayson College's. She's also somebody else, some people might know. And then we're going to show you a little bit of it. So
Any advice you would give to a student?
Any advice I would give to a student? Utilize your resources, definitely. There's so many different resources that you may not even know about. Look on websites, contact your administration, utilize your resources. Also stay focused. I mentioned earlier about not being on someone else's timeline. Don't let anyone tell you when you should have something completed by, or when you should be married, or when you should have kids, or when you should buy a house. Do it on your own timeline, because we're all different. We were all created different for a reason. We're not all the same people. We're not robots. We're not, graduate by 21 and, get married by this age. We are all different individuals. And I think I've done so much better later in life than I would have done in the beginning. I don't think I would have put my all in it, because it meant a lot to me, but it means so much more to me now. So yeah, that would be some advice. Stay focused and don't follow anyone else's timeline.
Oh, keep that in mind.
How did you overcome an obstacle at San Jacinto? How did it make you stronger? And yeah, how did you overcome?
I actually didn't start out at San Jac. I started out at a four-year university, and it just wasn't for me. That school was not for me. It didn't have the right major. I felt pressured to go to a four-year university first, because there was this stigma of community college. And so the first and biggest obstacle was probably trying to be like that better student. I had to gain confidence in myself. I didn't do bad, but I wasn't the best student I could be. And so I really had to learn to be a college student. And I was able to do that at San Jac. And I got the best professors pretty much I've ever had were at San Jacinto College. I also gained confidence in my ability as a college student at San Jac. And I was able to overcome this self. It's feeling just not confidence. I had so many stigmas I was facing, but I overcame them just by embracing San Jac, embracing the professors, the students that go there, and I was able to be successful at the end of it.
Oh, that's amazing.
What helped you?
Okay, so I'm not going to share the whole thing, because it's a 10-minute and 44 second. But we asked questions like what obstacles they had. We asked them to give us their professors a shout out. I'll stop sharing out. You can share now, Sabi. Those kind of things. And it was really well done. And you can see the backgrounds. We actually picked them out because our San Jac students were the ones with the blue background. The alumni were the ones in the white background. So it paired well. And it's going to be used to help promote students to figure out how to overcome those, because people listen to students more than they do faculty members sometimes.
Yeah, and this video is going to be shared. I mean, we're still making the last changes. It's going to be shared not only within the faculty, but with different organizations as well, because you got to understand that your college can have so many organizations, and just by reaching out to them, you can expand the number of your members, or just knowing who is your friend. When we hosted scholarship workshops or any other webinars, we invite them as well. And then some of them even ask us can we get the PowerPoint? We would like to share it in our own meetings. That way you're going to create bridges again between not only your chapter and administrator, but other campuses, other college organizations as well. So that was working out really well with us last year. Hosting edge logins.
So another way to build champions on your campus is by hosting edge lock-ins. We annually host a competitive edge lock-in for our members, and this really helps your members take advantage of their Phi Theta Kappa membership and dive into the resources that Phi Theta Kappa has already put together for us. Everything transitioned into the virtual environment. So last year we decided to open up these lock-ins to the entire District 4 Texas region. And we had quite a few people that took advantage of it and were able to get their pins for free by the Texas region. So these just really give an opportunity, of course, for your chapter to get together, but then also to take advantage of these amazing programs that really develop the skills that you can use not only for Phi Theta Kappa, but for all your education and professionally as well. And it just really, a lot of people, they know about the edges and they're like, oh, well, I'm going to do that. But these kind of force your members to complete it and find a day to sit down and do it. And one of the hardest parts of the lock-ins we found, or not the lock-ins, but the edges we found at the lock-ins, is people just knowing how to sign on and access and find the edges on the Phi Theta Kappa.org page. So these lock-ins, we share a screen and just guide everyone through step by step, and we're there to answer questions, guide them through any technological difficulties, and they're just really helpful. We also, not only do we do competitive edge, we're now doing the all the edges we decided to do this semester. We actually have our research edge this April coming up, so y'all are definitely welcome to tune in. And the leadership series as well. Not an edge program, but it's an amazing leadership development series Phi Theta Kappa put together. We had all our officers complete it last summer, and it was a great way for us to bond with the officers while also, you know, developing your leadership skills. And that's another one that I would promote to all your members to take advantage of. And Alpha Omicron would host the workshops following the regular chapter meetings. They would say, hey, if you want to tune in after the meeting, stay on and we'll do the lock-in. So that's another way to complete that if it's not a separate day you want to do, because everyone's already there and engaged and ready to enhance their skills.
We used to have, we'd set up a night, reserve a computer lab, set everybody down and work at the school. And of course, COVID shut that down. So one of the things, people are already at the meeting. And so we just would go ahead and just sort of launch into it at the end of the meeting. And a lot of people stayed on just because the whole logging into the process was difficult. And once they got in there, what we found, and you guys all watching may have found this as well, you learn so much about Phi Theta Kappa by doing the different parts of the competitive edge program. So you're actually turning your membership into Phi Theta Kappa champions as well.
Indeed, and the soft skills you learn from the comparative edge, you can use them in your academic life, in your personal life. And you can use those resources, like as I mentioned earlier, we hosted a couple of workshops. We would get the videos and then post them over there. That way people now who are in the workshop know where we got the videos from, and plus they heard about these edge programs, then they're interested. And like we were talking with with Alpha Omicron chapter, that how they noticed that logging in and getting started is the hardest part. Once you show them the first module and then like guide them through how to finish it, they already think, okay, that was easy, I can do it on my own time. That's the best part, is that it's self-paced. You don't have to sit there throughout 5 hours or 3 hours to complete it. You just need a guidelines or show them, and then they will pick it up from there.
But I'm going to iterate the videos that we use. Like we did a study skills workshop. So we did that. We hosted some of the videos that was on the transfer edge on study skills or competitive edge on study skills, because that way you're not rewriting the book. If you're a smaller chapter or larger chapter, you can always take a video, because there's great videos on all the edges and leadership program that you can use to promote whatever it is you're trying to promote for your college project on campus, and it helps that grow about Phi Theta Kappa. It's amazing.
All right. Talking about a college project.
Awesome. So now we're going to discuss our PTK college projects. Our college projects allow us to engage and create a relationship with our faculty and staff, so we can find some way to help our campus and the needs that they may portray. So the importance of getting involved with your staff for your college project is very essential, because they can help provide you with certain things such as funding for your travel, granting access to other campus resources, and also you can celebrate in-person chapter inductions with them. So like I said, this is a way for you to, instead of asking your administration for the things that you may need, this is a way for us to give back to our campus in whatever way that we may see fit. You can go about this by getting approved by some of your higher faculty and staff, which is extremely important just for recognition. And also it just gives you that support and that push to make it happen on campus and to help out any students and any faculty and administration that you may have. So we're just gonna basically now discuss the things that we look for, just a rundown of what the college project is.
Okay, you want, before you even go to your administration, you want to research the college statement and what their current priorities are before you meet with them. This will show that you did your research on campus and that you're prepared to discuss anything that they may have. Just because you become prepared doesn't mean your project that they'll choose your project. Let the administration share their thoughts with you and work with your chapter. Collaborate and listen with them is key because this shows that you're willing to work with them and that you're up for anything that they haven't any ideas over. The first meeting is only the beginning. Keep in touch with your administration and show that you're actively willing to work with them and update them on your progress. This will lead to rewards and awards. A job well done will surely impress your administration, sealing the deal for your chapter's reputation and on campus and creating a star ally with your administration.
And just to share a little bit about self-experience about what Jacob just pointed out, the research to college's mission. When I first got elected as a vice president of leadership, it was me with the advisors and then our college, the chapter president, and we had to present our project. I was so nervous and wasn't really sure what to talk about because as a team, you think, okay, college administrators, or are they going to say, okay, how are they going to react? But it was the first meeting for me, meeting the provost. It was the nicest meeting ever, but at the same time, me having the research a little bit about what our mission and will the project actually goes together with the mission was so helpful because now you can have a TED talk and then have a conversation and then they will give their idea and then talk about maybe the resources. And we've been communicating with them throughout the whole year and it was such a successful project, which was connecting generations. We even invited them to our workshops that we hosted. It was in person in 2019. So communication is definitely a key, but at the same time, just utilizing all the resources you have is very important as well. Okay, do we have any questions at this point? Well, would you guys like to share about any concerns or how your experience was with administration? Bad, good?
I'll say something. We are a very small chapter here at Lamar State College in Port Arthur. And we're a small population college too. And for our appreciation, for our faculty appreciation, because of the COVID thing, we decided to, instead of hosting something special for them, we did a board of excellence. We have a board of excellence and we interviewed via Zoom, we interviewed the administrator, the vice president of our college, and we created, a poster with her picture on it. And the Phi Theta Kappa Alpha Lambda Rho chapter gifted her a book that she liked about crafts, based on the 1 hour conversation she had with me and our advisors. And I think that was really good because there was no contact and it still gave us an opportunity to appreciate it. And in one of the buildings, they have this board and we promote, our faculty and our board of excellence every semester. And I think it's a really good idea.
Yeah, I love that idea. I definitely think that's a great way to recognize. As we said, you can't build any champions, without the communication and the relationships that we build with our faculty and administrators. So that's an awesome.
On our last slide, because we're just about out of time, there is a QR code and you can get a copy of this presentation. Just scan it in and you can have this. You have our permission to modify as you see fit to get your own chapter excited about building champions for Phi Theta Kappa on your campus.
We also need to award the t-shirt.
Oh, who gets the t-shirt?
Sadi.
It's between Brandy and Danya. They have the tie.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Aha.
How about one person get a T-shirt from Alpha Omicron, and then I will figure out something to give to the other person. How's that? From our chapter, because we have 2 chapters.
Down for that.
Perfect.
Thank you.
We're good with that. Okay, I'll figure out something to give you. I have to get my office, and my office is.
You guys need to put your T-shirt size and a mailing address in the chat, please, so we can catch you. Hopefully this doesn't go away. I don't know if this thing cuts off at straight up 50 minutes or what we have. So while others are scanning that QR code, if our 2 winners would put their name, their T-shirt size, and their addresses in the chat.
If you don't want to put it in private, for everyone, you can just put it.
Send it to Sadi. Send it to
Sadi.
Sadi.
Okay.
That way we're not like saying, call so and so. That would be bad, I guess.
And thank you for coming to the.
Oh, thank you for hosting this. This is my first activity with the District 4, and I'm looking forward to some more. This was very informational. I'm excited.
Your chapter's invited to our Transfer Edge if you want to. I mean, our Research Edge if you want to on April 17th.
We would love to attend. Yeah, I'll get our other officers involved. Thank you.
Okay, cool.
Ms. Advisor, Ms. McKinley, if you would send that, several of us would like to join. I do want to mention that Alpha Omicron is District 3 and Alpha Gamma Zeta is District 4. So there are opportunities in the Texas region to host workshops like this, and it gives you a chance to work with a chapter, large chapters with smaller chapters, chapters from across districts. But it's such fun to get to meet people while we're still waiting in the COVID age to actually get to meet people in person. This was a great way of actually meeting the chapter. And so there's one chapter out there we actually know each other. So when we ever get to see each other again in person, it's going to kind of be like, oh, yay, there you are.